Welcome to Naples Garage. The world is going to change, be completely different and a better place August 11th. So we hope.
According to Jim Farley.
Jim Farley, CEO
he's being a hype
at Ford.
man. Yeah, he's being like Elon Musk, with these big. There's a new car coming out from Ford, and he's calling it the Model T moment.
Right. So during its second quarter earnings call, Ford CEO Jim Farley, who is cousins to Chris Farley, amazing, obviously.
Kind of have a resemblance, yeah.
Revealing the long-awaited cheap EV platform to be possibly announced on August 11th, and we'll see what happens. They talked about it a year ago, and so it's finally happening.
So what is it going to take to be the next Ford Model T?
That's like a huge thing to say. That's like a huge statement. You cover it.
It was like the modern assembly line car, the first ever. It was, the father of the assembly line as we know today. They were able to pay workers a living wage, which was $5 a day, and build these cars that every man could afford.
Or women.
They weren't letting women buy cars.
We learned how to drive.
Some things should have stayed the same, honestly.
That's like your 46 Chrysler when they were like, it's so easy, even a woman could drive it.
Right. So, and cars were thousands of dollars. They might as well have been like private jets for people for the most part before the Model T made it affordable and cars were introduced to the masses. So what is it going to have to be the Model T moment? And it's going to have to be under $30,000.
Ooh, okay.
It's going to have to be probably under 20. If it's really going to be a Model T moment.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Maverick type truck.
A truck,
and a 3-row SUV.
Right.
For under 20 grand, really. To where there's no excuses, everybody should be buying this car instead of anything else.
I agree, it has to be completely affordable, but I think the Model T moment is going to be a huge range with a quick charging capability.
So you're thinking it might be the next generation of battery technology that they're unveiling to where it's going to completely make these cars the horse and buggy.
Okay, here's what I'm hoping, and I just thought of this right this second, and it's probably not a thing, but the tires are going to regenerate the battery and keep it going somehow, so it's not even going to need to be charged. There you go.
Did you know that they've had regenerative braking on electric cars and hybrids for
and it's going to be integrated in this Model T moment where we're not even going to have to charge them anymore. It's happening.
Okay.
No, it's not happening.
I'm glad you refreshed your blonde hair recently.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm thinking 400 miles of range.
400 miles is what it would need to be. Something that charges in 15 minutes, a battery that is very small, compact, like it is the next generation of battery technology and cheap.
I mean, maybe they're talking about a really cool crate motor, though, that you can just put in any car you want to. That could be a big thing,
I suppose, yeah. So, but for it to be something that everybody would buy, there have to be, no excuses, a 400, 500 mile range, the price so cheap that nobody else would, it blows everything else out of the water. And the tech makes this all seem stupid.
Right.
So, other than the Model T, there's plenty of other big moments, I feel like. And Ford's been a part of a lot of them.
I mean, absolutely, Mustang kind of revolutionized the car world.
So you think the Mustang beats out like John DeLorean with the GTO?
The GTO was fun and sexy and got car enthusiasts excited, but I feel like the Mustang got the whole country excited.
They were selling a million of them a year or something like that. But as far as a pivotal changing moment, like the birth of the muscle car right there. And I guess the pony car was part of it with the Mustang, and obviously way more successful.
Huge.
Yeah, way more successful.
Exploded on the scene. They weren't expecting it at all.
I'm thinking Ford, completely just killed it with the first Ford Taurus.
I mean,
you're laughing at me.
I know, but
it was the best-selling car in America.
Yeah.
It was futuristic. It was cool. Everybody bought it. It was really cheap.
Model T moment.
It was for them. It was pretty close. Or the Ford Explorer. That was a huge deal. Everybody wanted.
Say the minivan.
If we're switching brands, for sure. But the Ford Explorer was definitely huge because nobody had built an SUV that was made for the highway and not really necessarily going off-road. Yeah, it had four-wheel drive, but they didn't really care as much about the off-road utility and more about it has good four-wheel drive for the winter. It's spacious. It's a box. It's the modern SUV crossover as we know it.
Right.
But if you're going minivan, the K car, Lee Iacocca, saving Chrysler with that platform that included the minivan. But
I mean, that was revolutionary, so I'll give you that.
Having one platform of car that went from Plymouth to Dodge to Chrysler, all the way from the cheapest to luxury, to different types of body styles and platforms, including the Caravan.
Right.
That was a big deal.
That was a big deal. I got kind of that last generation out of the station wagon and into the minivan, and we got cooler on that front. I don't know. I think the Mustang kind of beats it all out. I remember we're going to switch to Chevy. I think the Corvette, not the first one, but when they finally got a bigger engine in it, in like 55, they put the V8 in it. And I think that was exciting because it's like America has a real sports car now, and we can compete on that level of like, we're cool, we're in the game again.
I suppose, but that still wasn't a culturally shifting moment as much.
For me, it was.
I suppose, well,
no,
I
I'm not
suppose
that
it
old.
was. But
it was a great moment.
I think the only one, in my lifetime, I guess the K car was almost in my lifetime, but not that I would have remembered. But
I feel like you're going to tell me like the wood panel Chrysler LeBaron changed your life, or the Buick Roadmaster changed your life, or something.
I'm just saying the last thing to really completely transform the car world, like completely flip it on its head, was probably Elon with the Tesla Model S.
Right.
And that was a huge shift in, wow, electric cars can be usable, they can be really cool, they can be incredibly, incredibly fast.
Right.
And he's the one that came out and mainstreamed it. And as much as the technology has improved with him, all the other manufacturers have caught up.
Right.
So what's the next thing? How could we do that again?
Nuclear fusion in the car. Static electricity, and it's going to be floating cars. And
so the battery gets low, you just rub a balloon on the carpet and shock it?
Exactly. It's going to be great. I see it.
Okay.
Because the problem, everyone's like, oh, we're going to have flying cars one day, and there's too much noise pollution, obviously, with helicopters. That is a flying car. Maybe they're going to come up with something.
What's nice and what I like about this is Ford actually thinking, well, let's build a car that people want.
Right.
Versus everybody else, and Ford was guilty of this a little bit, is raising their MSRP and just chasing massive, massive profits. So that used to be what Ford, what Chrysler, what Chevy did.
Every company wants to do.
They wanted to sell units.
Right.
They wanted to, I have the best-selling car in America. They want to brag about how many cars they're selling, how many buyers are buying their cars, and the margins were thinner because they were more affordable. But when you sold 1 million Ford Tauruses, you were making great money. When an F-150 is $70,000, not many people are buying a new Ford F-150.
Right.
They've screwed themselves out of it. So, it'll be interesting.
Are you predicting self-driving in this Model T moment for Ford?
That's the thing. That could be the thing way out of left field. Is we've been developing this driverless car, no steering wheel, like the Robotaxi with Tesla, but it's way better. I don't think so. That would be pretty unlikely.
Even with AI, like your car is going to pull up and open the door for you and be like, hello, Mr. Hoover, welcome. May I give you a massage and I'll make a coffee for you? Like that is coming. And is this kind of the jump there where it's going to be that much of an AI self-driving car?
They already massage me. And I really enjoy the massages. In April,
you've been banned from massaging
well,
seats.
I just have to sneak in the Mercedes EQS when you're not home,
It's so weird because there's a massager like under your butt. Like, what is that for? Who needs that area? Never mind. Okay.
Yeah. So if you go outside of America, the Volkswagen Beetle will probably be one of them.
That's a big one because it was mass produced at such an affordable price where everyone could get one.
Right,
So
and
that
cars
makes
were
sense.
so big and bloated from America at that point, and the fuel embargo. It was just the perfect car for the perfect time, for the world at that point to bring in the Beetle, and as cheap as it was, and it became like a cultural thing where it was cute to own one. Like it wasn't like
the new retro version one.
I suppose, but it's not like a Geo Metro. It was kind of like, oh man, you didn't feel cool owning a Geo Metro, but you could feel somewhat cool buying a Beetle because it was sort of trendy and fun and hippie thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
And Germans coming in with their cars.
I guess when you say that.
That wasn't like a Model T moment. Maybe the Lexus LS might have been like a Model T moment where they re-engineered Mercedes and, not so much the American cars, but just completely flipped the luxury car on its head. Just completely nuked everybody with something. The build quality was just off the charts.
Right.
And the performance was good. It just made everybody look stupid for buying anything else at the time. So I got to give a nod to probably Lexus with the LS400 or Toyota for the Camry as well. The whole Japanese invasion was definitely a thing. But if we're talking about like a pivotal moment with cars,
Right.
that would be one.
I mean, maybe with the Jeep too, and how easy they were built. They pushed them for the war, and they're mass produced, and that was a big utilitarian type of vehicle that probably started the SUV push and got people excited about it.
Could be. Like Jeeps, like the Wagoneer is the first luxury SUV.
Well,
but
that's the thing that Jake actually brought up is when the trucks, pickup trucks, got to be luxurious. They weren't workhorses anymore.
Right.
They got comfortable and fully loaded. You got these fancy Napa leather with all this like pinstriping going on.
And who was one of the first to do it?
Who was? Oh my gosh, the Cadillac.
So you're saying the Cadillac Escalade is a Model T moment as far as luxury pickup trucks, the Denali, the
Denali,
the GMC Sierra Denali's.
As
yes.
far as MTV Cribs showing that you got some of this, yes, Escalade, that's a pivotal Model T moment if you want to look cool.
I suppose, but I mean, there were luxury trucks back in the day, like the Chevy Cameo, where they put the fins on it in the 50s, and like my '72 Ford that I have out there was a proper luxury pickup truck back in the day with the fancy car interior and the faux wood and all that stuff. But yeah, I agree. The Cadillac Escalade, I agree with April and Jake. The Cadillac Escalade was the biggest Model T moment in the history of the world, other than the Model T, probably. That just completely changed the world and made it a better place.
We're not even thinking of that.
Yes.
Sorry. Thanks so much for watching.